Tuesday, welcome back to the shop. My car's tucked in and I'll spend the night in here tonight. I'm driving another Silverstone 2005 home. The car that we just did, the Vanos, there's 8 O-rings on the solenoid covers and then the profile gasket. Trying to keep him from having to do the upper timing covers because that's expensive. So we did that. We'll see where that goes. This car, the Canadian car, customer wanted to get rid of that instrument cluster that had a cutout. So he ordered a new one online, a US one, sent it here. We popped out the original Canadian one. Boy, is that easy. 2 Torx 10s, 1 electrical connector. On an E39, you got to remove both wood or Titan or whatever trim pieces, 3 Phillips, then 3 T10s across the top, then take that bezel out, unplug 3 switches. Then there's 2 more T10s that hold the cluster in, and then 3 electrical connectors. So much more modular on this. Anyways, both of those are over at our coating place being programmed to VIN and mileage. F10 goes in for the bumper. We think tomorrow to have that installed or painted. I don't know if we're going to have them install it. Then this thing, this is an 01 540IA Sport Package, black interior, weird spec car. No DSP audio, but it has split folding seats. It has park distance controls, xenon lights, and sunshades, and freshly refinished 66s, silver calipers, drilled rotors, aftermarket trunk lid spoiler here and here. Never seen somebody put one of those up there before. It's got the gauge rings and red needles. Looks like Bavtech, but he said it's more so local to Los Angeles. Alpina front bumper splitter. Nice looking headlights, black grills, really clean engine, sounds good, drives super well. It's only one red item on here, and that was the oil level. It's about a liter over full. So really nice car all in all. He approved a bunch of stuff I have to quote up for him tonight or tomorrow morning. 169K on an 01. Talking about this car, I think I mentioned last night, we've got sparkly oil. Need to talk to the sublet and see where we move in terms of rod bearing diagnosis. His other car is on the docket. We just don't have the manpower or hours to get to it right now. Nate's car, we're getting parts in every day. They're trickling in slowly. Got a bunch more today. We've started work up here, so we have new bushings in here where the front controller, where the front, hey, your car's dirty. Front sway bar goes through these brackets. New test states to replace these bottom nuts and torque to spec, but the top bolts, they're fine with reusing those. So we'll go with what BMW says. We got to get those torqued down to spec and then obviously replace this power steering hose up here. I'm going to put the nut back in that just so we don't stress those hoses or fittings overnight. There you go. It's hand tight, but that'll keep it up there. Out back, I think we're up to 4 cars now. It's getting to be totally ridiculous. We get these things in here and customers take forever to reply. Parts take forever to show up. Scope creeps way up. Jeez. So this 530, he wants us to do body shop research and get different quotes and find out what kind of paint and equipment they use and get quotes on fender liners because that's not good. So, you know, that's kind of like busy work. So we wait for that. This thing needs so much more work. I've got to write up estimates and then talk to the customer. This car, he's decided he's going to sell. If anybody wants it for approximately his cost, it's probably a 2K 540 6-speed. Needs a lot of cosmetics, but I believe it does have a clean title and there's no rust on the car. And then this car a customer bought sight unseen in from Maine. This is the one that had been sitting out in the desert for a while, arrived covered in filth, barely running. We got new plugs in it, 7 new coil packs, new used coil packs, bunch of other stuff, and then he kind of fell off a cliff for a week. I told him we're gonna have to start a storage fee, and then he said, I'm over this, I don't want the car, and then we got into talking what's gonna happen to it, and it's interesting. We're gonna wait a little bit, but we're gonna have to see what happens with this 02 Sterling 540. Anyways, I got to get out of here, go home and shower. I am going to take the Silverstone home. I need to find my other blue bus, as I said, and get on the road here, go home, shower, and head over to Enfuego because somehow it is already Wednesday. Short ending today. It's about 11:30. I've just finished writing the estimate for today's MPI. Got that after the customer. We will hopefully see what the results are tomorrow. Got Caesar's car home today. So far, so good on the leak front. I don't see anything obvious under the hood. We will inspect things tomorrow. Talk to Larissa on the phone, watch some Mad Men, had some Shake Shack tonight. I'm going to bed. Talk to you guys tomorrow, Thursday somehow. Feels like it should be Tuesday. I wish it were Tuesday, but tomorrow, already Thursday. Good night.